Hi there. Today we're going to have a look at creating your own document template. So, one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to create a new blank document. So you can either go File, New, or you can click on the new icon. Whichever way you want. When you go to the new window, it asks you to create a new blank document. So we're going to create a new blank document to start with. And on our new blank document, what we're going to do is we're going to create our own company letterhead. Now this could be for your organisation or it could be your personal letterhead. We're going to put it in the header and the footer though. So if we go to the Insert tab and then go across and click onto Header, we're just going to choose a blank one. Now we'll just click there and just press the Delete key to get rid of what's in there. And we're going to choose a fancy font and a large font just to make it look really nice. Now I really like one called Papyrus. So I'll click on that one. And I choose a relatively big size, size 24. And make it centered. And in there we can type in company letterhead. One thing that you can do to make it look really snazzy is you can choose to have a bottom border in there. And there's your header. So to go down to the footer, we go to the Design tab that's on the Header and Footer Tools, and then click on Go to Footer. And we pretty much do the same thing. We choose the same font just to make it consistent and make it centered, and choose a top border. And then you can put in your address details. So you can have address, suburb, state and postcode details. And on the next one you can have your telephone and your fax number. Okay. Once you're done, you can go to the Design tab and click on Close your header and footer. And there it is there. So all we did is we went into the header and we typed in whatever we wanted. We went down to the footer and we typed in whatever we wanted. The only other thing that we can do is we can insert an automatic date. Now these are great in the fact that you can insert this automatic date and then today it will give you today's date. But as soon as we open this document or create a new one for tomorrow, it will be tomorrow's date and the next date and so on. So you don't need to worry about always having to update the date. So we go to the Insert tab, we click on Date and Time, you choose whichever date format you want, and you make sure that there's a tick in the box where it says Update Automatically. Click on OK, and you're done. So there's our company letterhead. Now all we need to do now is we need to save it as a template and save it into a specific folder. So to do those last few steps, we go to the File tab, and we click on Save As. Now you need to do a few things here. You need to firstly save it as whatever you want to call it. We'll call this one company letterhead. Then you need to specify what type of file you want to call it or you want to save it as. We want to save it as a document template instead of it being a Word document. So if we click on the drop down arrow and save it as a Word template. Right, there's one last thing you need to do. You need to specify that it's to go into a special templates folder. Now that should appear over on the left hand side of up the top in your file or folders organization. So we click on templates and you should automatically see the file path up the top saying roaming Microsoft templates, and you should see some of the existing template folders in here. So we're going to say save. And then we're going to close this document. So File and Close. We'll close that one as well. So now you ask, how do you create a document based on that template? Well, we go File New again. Now before, when we went File New, we created a new document based on the blank document. Well, this time we want to create a new document based on your company letterhead. And because it's one that you created, it's now stored in the My Templates section. So when you click on My Templates, and hey, there it is. You click on that and you say OK. And there is your new blank company letterhead. It's document 4, so it's not the original company letterhead. You can now go ahead, type up whatever you want to type up, save it and call it whatever you want to save it, and you can do this as many times as you like. I hope you've enjoyed learning about how to create your own document template, and there'll be more to come. Bye.